All right, hello friends, and welcome to another exciting night of some Final Fantasy 14. Whoa, I have quite a few things that I need to talk to you guys about before we hop into this one, because yet again, y'all saw an episode a few days ago. It's been a few weeks since I've recorded for this. I have things that I get to tell you. Number one, tracking wise for the 3D VTuber. I refuse to give up on it because I really like the use of hands. However, it's putting me through some shit for the past week or so. It just randomly turns off the program, the software that I use to track. It's not the camera, I've found out. Because that was one thing that I was like, is it the camera? Maybe because it's like an older camera. It's not. It's the software itself. And so every so often it just decides not to work anymore. Hopefully I notice it. It only takes like a couple seconds to reset up. But if my body ever stops moving and I'm just a head, a face talking, hopefully it doesn't mess up and I don't notice it for like 30 minutes. That's my worst nightmare. Other things, I made notes. Yippee. Don't pay attention to my quest log on the side here and how like everything is in it right now. I actually, here, let me move it over because sometimes I forget that I'm sitting over here and you guys can't read. These are all quests that are duties that I have to do with real life people and not NPCs, and I have yet to do them. Actually, the other night I attempted it to try and see it while I was not recording, and nobody wanted to play at 2 a.m., believe it or not. Nobody was online to join me while I was doing a duty, so that's crazy. Maybe I should choose a different time. I don't want my first time playing with other people to be while I'm recording. That just seems wrong. I want to really pay attention to what I'm doing for my first time. And so, haven't done that yet. I'll keep these here though. It's nighttime in game apparently. Other things. I didn't know that after A Realm Reborn we had post-game patches. I thought we were going to head straight into it's Heavensward, right? It's going to be. I still don't know. Because I figured A Realm Reborn is like if the game that came before, when people were playing it for like the first time, before the Calamity, if that was like 0.5, or maybe we'll even say if that was 1, then A Realm Reborn as we know it now would have been like 1.5. And so 2.0 would have been Heavensward. I didn't think that there were going to be post-game patches. I know post-game patches exist, but I thought that they wouldn't be for A Realm Reborn. So, surprise! We got patches to do! So that's fun and exciting. Not quite done. Technically, I feel like I'm done with A Realm Reborn because we finished A Realm Reborn, but we're not into the next section yet. What is this called? I don't know. Post ARR. I tried to save. I went around. Why it's been a few weeks since the last time that you've seen me play. I have a hair help is I was going around and I was doing a whole bunch of side quests. I think I got them all. We can take this off of the screen. We don't need to stare at this anymore. I think that I got them all, but there might be like 1 or 2 around the world that I didn't check into. I saved one of them for you. I saved 1. In my brain, I wanted to save 2, but I didn't realize the importance of 1 until after I was already almost done with it, and so y'all didn't get to see that one. But the one that I did save for you guys is the, I think his name is Hildebrand questline, because I've heard online that people really like those quests. Apparently there's one for like every patch, and like they're silly, goofy, and stupid, but like in a fun way from what I've heard, but I don't know anything about them. So I was saving that for you guys. The one that I meant to save for you guys, and I didn't realize that I was doing it until I was done, is I accidentally met Graha Tia without showing you guys. I was trying to save it. I didn't know when he was going to appear in the game, but I was trying to save it for something that was on recording because I've seen a lot of people really like him. Both in the fact that like on TikTok, people are shipping them with each other. Are shipping them with him. And they're like, oh my god, this is my husband, this is the love of my life. And so I thought y'all would be interested in that. And then also, like, I've just seen him a lot in like marketing and stuff. I didn't though. I was doing that whole little side quest line and he appeared on screen. I'll give you my like reaction to him appearing on screen because I feel like it's really good. So imagine I'm sitting here, I'm playing. Oh no, I should have been recording. So that was it. That was my entire reaction to it. Didn't really have any thoughts. Didn't know he had a rat tail. Otherwise, didn't really have any thoughts. So sorry about that. But to be fair, I don't know. He's a character to me. I don't really care for him. That's all my opening notes. So we are going to start the Hildebrand quest line. I believe that's what it is. Because I don't know, that seems the most exciting, the most important. I'm not even in the right country for it. So I started this. I read up until the point where they like talked about him. I stopped reading and I abandoned the quest. So also fireworks because there's a festival going on in game. I already did it. We're not paying attention to that. I'm pretty sure this is it. I hear you've been busy as a bee, kid. Seems half the whispers that come my way relate to your comings and goings. Being the active type you are, I reckon you'd be interested in investigating some queer rumors, am I right? But before that, let me ask, ever heard of a man named Hildebrand? This was the exact moment where I was like, oh, abandon the quest, I don't want to do it. Also, I spelled his name wrong in my notes, but I kind of got it correct, so close enough. No. To hear him tell it, he was Eorzea's greatest and most famous inspector. Still, can't say I'm surprised you don't know him. To his credit, Hildebrand and his assistant had a knack for showing up when something shady was afoot. As for sussing out the culprits, well, he had his moments, though I hesitate to give him sole credit. Any road, 5 years ago, he gets it in his head that he's cracked the code of Messiah's 7th verse. Dalamud, the calamity, all of it can be stopped, he says, so long as he finds the hero of prophecy. And wouldn't you know it, the hero is Hildebrand himself, of course, yeah. So he flies off towards Dalamud. Aye, that's right, he flew, launches himself straight into the air somehow, ridiculous as it sounds. Of course, it's only logical that he's got come back down. No, it was only recently that we found his body. Oh. I had a reason for bringing this up. Ah, right. So Nashu, Hildebrand's erstwhile assistant, has since become an inspector in her own right. At present, she's investigating the queer rumors I mentioned earlier. She's a sweet lass, a bit daft, but sweet nonetheless. So when I hear she's at wit's end, I want to help. Thing is, I prefer to meddle in the affairs of the living. Zombies again, I have another quest that's about zombies, are most definitely not my forte. It's not on my little quest log over here, but the Tantara Deepcroft Part 2 is about one of the characters we had seen before who her fiance died. It was like a side story sort of thing. He's alive? Question mark. And so is another one of their party members who died recently, and they're both waiting in the Deepcroft to go to her wedding. And the only other character who's alive from that original party is like, everyone's supposed to be dead. Help. So I haven't tried it yet because I need to do it with people. But anyway, if you're willing, I'd be grateful if you lent her a hand. As for where to find her, she's like to visit Hildebrand's grave in Lichard when she's frustrated. Try looking for her there first. In the Lichard. Huh. I didn't... Do I know that there's... Oh, like, this is where the church is. Got it. I was like, do I know that there's a lich yard around here? I don't think so. But yes, I do. What an interesting name. Y'all can apparently see my arm when I put it on the keyboard. And that's fun and exciting. I've been messing with my tracking, trying to figure out what the hell is wrong with it. And so everything's slightly different, but we should be okay. I'm just gonna walk here because it's close by. I've been flying everywhere. I unlocked flying and all of a sudden it's all that I fucking do. But we are going to walk here. Oh, if only you were still alive, Inspector. You'd know how to stop these zombies. Ah, you there. Could it be? You've come to offer your services to me? Oh, but where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. Ahem. My name is Nashu, Agent of Inquiries, Extraordinary Inspector. At least that's what I'm trying to be. It's not quite as easy as he made it look. Inspector Hildebrand was a great man, a real Eorzean hero. We travel the world, me and him, solving cases and thwarting evil. No matter the mystery, you could always count on the Inspector to solve it with grace and style. That is, until he died. But then there was the final case. The case of the century, he called it. How to stop the Red Moon from destroying the world. To save us all, he flew into the sky, and all I could do was watch. But then he came back down and he... Oh, hold on. I'll see it myself. Okay. This is all a joke. A big, funny joke, right, Inspector? Any moment now you'll burst out of the ground and shout, "Surprise! Had you fooled, eh?" And we'll laugh and laugh. Oof, damn, not even gonna give her, like, a nice thing to say? You know, words of encouragement? Like, there, it'll be okay. Damn. They say no one remembers the Warriors of Light. Their names, their faces, all gone, forever. But I remember you, Inspector. No, Gentleman Hero Hildebrand. I can never be the hero you were, but I'll do my best to try. Are you changing your clothes right here? You sure are, alright. Get naked in the lich yard. I, Nashu, Inspector Extraordinaire, will carry on your legacy. Okay. So I told myself, well, Nashu, there must be a leader, a head zombie who tells the rest what to do. Therefore, all we need to do is kill him. Again, that is. Unfortunately, I don't know where he is or how to find him. But now that you're here, my faithful assistant, you can try the one good idea I've come up with so far. If you go to where these dapper zombies were last seen in southern Thanalan, I know the ones, you might find them. And then you could become their friend and ask to meet their leader. Yeah, that's sure to work. Okay. Wow, participate in the fate. That's fun and exciting. I have to, like, legitimately... Well, we can only hope that it is going on while I'm there, otherwise we get to sit around and wait for 15-ish minutes. While I wasn't recording, I was doing one of those where I needed to do a fate, and since I wasn't recording, I had a little snack while I waited. Very important. And it suddenly appeared while I was snacking, so I just threw my snack on the ground. I like quickly did it, and then I went back to what I was doing. Oh shit, it's going on right now! That's crazy! What am I doing? Just participating? Okay. Level sync. Just doing it, I guess. Don't let your dreams be dreams. First battle of the night. Let's go. Yeah, so I mean, the second that you said these zombies, I kind of was like, oh, okay. They seem familiar with what I've seen of this. Do not disturb our practice. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you preparing for a performance? I did not really pay attention to that. Also, do I just have to, like, finish it, I guess? Just says participate, so I guess I'm here for the next 15 or so minutes until this is over. That's fine. So how are you guys doing tonight? I was trying to read what he was saying, but I only read about half of it. Unfortunately. Be gone, leave the something in peace. But I missed the middle section. I feel so. Damn, you're right. That was weird. I don't know what happened to me. Maybe that's why my arm kept freaking out before, was because it was noticing when it was on. I'm stunned. It's only for like 1 second. It was noticing when I was on the keyboard. I don't know. I was gonna tell you guys and I forgot immediately. I did put in an order to upgrade my tracking, but it still has... Oh, it's not the tortoise. A couple of weeks until it comes in. So, a couple more weeks of messing with this, and then I will have upgraded, and it will be better. I don't really want to get close to these emulsions, but yeah, so the tracking isn't something that I planned on upgrading until like next year, but I've been losing my marbles with all these problems that I'm having currently, so I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and do it. So I'm excited for it to come in, but I gotta wait a little bit. Doesn't it, don't you guys think that it sucks that you can't just like get the things that you order right then and there? What do you mean I have to wait for the tracking to finish? Or not the tracking to finish, just for it to ship and stuff, which I guess is the same thing. I don't know. Y'all ever try to talk and fight a battle at the same time? It's not easy. Should also check and make sure. For some reason I was just like, is my arm like backwards? Not that much further. It looks like it is just fight so many zombies and not a wait the entire 10 minutes. Some of them are. It was really cool, that fate that I participated in. I threw my chips to the floor because there were other people fighting with me. They were also waiting, I guess. I wasn't really paying attention to who was around and who was going to take part as well. I was just flying in the air where nobody could get me, eating a bag of chips. I was gonna say that has to be done. Did you find the zombies? You did? That's wonderful. I've been busy too. The head zombie will rue the day he meets me. You'll see. So tell me, what did you learn? Why do you always do this to me? Every single time I first log in. Here you go. Oh, so you weren't able to make new friends. That's a shame. But this parchment, this is a map of the Sigoli Desert. There's a spot marked here in the south, and look, there's something written here. A gentleman is rather than does. That sort of reminds me of, well, no matter. Let's see where this map takes us, assistant. Onward to the Sigoli. So, heading back to where I just was. If only they were, like, right next to each other. I wouldn't have to keep spending 300 to teleport. And that's okay. Ooh, I like this as well. Oh, and your chocobo matches. Let's go! I like the dragoon armor. In general. I'm not a big fan of the playstyle, because I don't like anything that, like, casts off of hit points. I don't know if they do the same thing in 14, but I generally don't like to play dragoons because I don't like losing hit points like that. But, ooh, are we going to this camp right here? I helped, oh, maybe not, maybe it's over here. I helped a zombie over here find his cactars. That's not what they're called in this game. I forget what it is. Yo! I don't think I misread the map. Maybe they're just shy, though. I say we call out to them and let them know we come in peace. And when the leader shows himself, we strike. Damn, okay. What will I call? I guess I'm gonna call out a gentleman is rather than does. That makes sense to me. I like that they make you choose like that. Urg. Who summons the gentle dead men? They live, and we hunger. I like her scrambling. My brothers, lend me your ears. A gentleman does not dine upon his guests. They're friends, not food. Okay, yep. I was going to comment on you standing on this little tiny thing, but the pose made it worse. Okay. Spare these two fair people your mastications? I don't even know what that word means. Withdraw, I say, and harass them no more. Up in the sky, look! It's a bird. No, it's an airship. No, it's the inspector. We hear and we obey. Ouch. It is you. It really is you. I knew nothing could kill the great Inspector Hildebrand. Hildebrand? Who is this Hildebrand of whom you speak? Why? The sound effects every time. My name is Zombibrand, Devourer of Brains, Undead Overlord Extraordinaire. What are you saying? You're not an Undead Overlord, you're a Gentleman Inspector. Herg. Inspector. Overlord. Inspector. Overlord. Oh, Inspector, you're just confused, it's all. Don't worry, I'll knock some sense back into that noggin of yours. Stay your hand, milady. You know not what you do. Even if I were the esteemed gentleman you purport me to be, the concussive force of the blast is more likely to liquefy my... If crashing into the ground made you forget, then an explosion of equal force ought to make you remember. I'll save you, Inspector, or kill you trying. See, even you acknowledge the possibility that this plan will result in my... death. It's really the sound effects that get me. Like, it's goofy, but it's obvious that it's supposed to be goofy. Normally, I would applaud your ingenuity, Nashu, but I would have preferred that you found a more elegant solution. Ah, he remembers me. Inspector Hildebrand remembers me. Yes, I remember you, my faithful assistant. What I do not quite remember is how I came to be here. No, hold on, I'll tell you. Give me a second. Mm-hmm. Did you get struck by lightning? Yep, make sure you stretch it out. Oh, pretty. Ah, such a wonderful dream. I slew a dragon and... What is this place? And for that matter, who am I? There, bud. Yeah. Yay. I was really waiting for like more dialogue. I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have awoken at last. I always knew you'd come back to us. Be it red moon or black dragon, no fiend is a match for my legendary might. And who might this fine person be? Could they perhaps be one of my many admirers? Oh, but what is this faint tingling sensation in my arm? This ringing in my ears, this dizziness? Could it be a case? Okay. I got a phoenix down for that, which does make sense in the context of the story. Oh, we have more. Okay. A mild concussion will not sway Inspector Hildebrand from his true calling. Verily, it could be naught else. Somewhere nearby, dastardly doings are afoot, and only I can thwart them. Copious quantities of sand and unbearable heats. Aha, the Sagoli Desert. I'd bet my life on it. Which means Ulda is but a short trek away. Yes, it all fits. Only that den of iniquity could so violently trigger my keen investigator sense. Fear not, law-abiding citizens. Inspector Hildebrand shall soon deliver you from evil. Okay. So, like, you're just gonna stay here, or... Which way did he go, Kit? Did you see? Oh dear, I've got to find him. Ah, and change my outfit, too. Why, you were matching it. It was cute. Anyway. Ooh, 75 gil. Let's go. I'm this close to putting my hair into a ponytail. It keeps getting in my face. It's annoying. Ooh, cute. I know what those pants are from. This shirt. I like it. Let's go. Anyway. Oh, should I actually use the exit? No, we're all nearby. Anyway, we are going this way. Here. Agnes. Beg your pardon, you wish to question me as to the whereabouts of that deviant running around town dressed in rags? Do I look like a reporter for the Mithril Eye? I do not consort with perverts. No, well, I do, so... this way, some. That slime puddle was cute. Silver nettle. Hey, have you seen any guys wearing, like, nothing? What? You're looking for a half-naked Highlander what likes to catch criminals? I think I'd remember a thing like that. Sorry, somebody yelling in the chat. Their name was funny. If you do manage to find this inspector friend of yours, tell him to do something about that goddamn duelist. Me mate's pa's cousin's kid's best friend lost his blade the other day to that bastard. Okay. Continuing on, or yes, this way. In here, and we are going here. Hello, Bolta. Oops, slammed my hand into my table. Sorry, but if it's information you want, you'd be served best by going to Wymond. The only rumors I've heard are those about the weapon thief. Calls himself a duelist, or so I hear, but when you don't allow your opponents to refuse, well... Okay. Sure, let's go this way. Why not? And then down this way. Ooh. Are you following me? Every 5 seconds I see this guy. I take it you've dealt with that zombie problem, eh? So do tell. Just why were they dressing up like dandies? Wymond! Hey, Wymond! The Thal Almighty bugger me with a bleeding spear. The dead have risen and they're walking the streets of Ulda. You changed your outfit, I'm sad. No need for melodrama, my good man. As you can see, reports of my death were greatly exaggerated. It's true, he's not a zombie. I checked. Aye, you do seem to be hale and healthy, which, begs the question, how in the seven hells did you survive that fall? I question divine providence. What matters is that Eorzea's champion has returned, and that he, and by that I mean I, shall bring this thieving duelist to justice. Heard about that, did ya? Might be harder than you think. Even I've got no inkling of that fellow's current whereabouts. Inconceivable. I refuse to believe that the ever-inquisitive, ever-ambitious, ever-reliable Wyman is without a single shred of information, even one of dubious relevance. Well, I make no promises, mind you, but there was some talk of a fair maiden. What said her most? This knave assaulted a young woman as well? The audacity! I should fly to her side at... I'm not 100% sure if they're talking about me, or sometimes it's really hard to understand, like, who exactly they're talking about. Anyway, why, if it isn't the person from the Sigoli? A serendipitous encounter indeed, unless you too seek the belligerent duelist. Capital. It will be invigorating to engage in a friendly battle of wits. Already the spirit of competition fills me. Come, Nashu, we must away. Damn it, Hildy, I ain't told you the lass's name yet. Okay. I think there was one time before when they were talking about me and I had said something else. Hi, you're still here, okay. Well, Kit, you might as well go after him. He'd be disappointed if you don't. The lady in question is named Yellow Moon. She's a woman with a taste for the finer things in life. Safe to say you'll be in her... Nope. You'll find her getting fitted for something in the Weavers Guild most every day. Good luck with the inspective, Inspector. I don't remember where the thing is. Here. It's like right next to me, but I don't know shit about fuck most of the time. I feel like I know more about Limsa than I do Ulda. Anyway, Weaver's Guild, as we all know, is here. Yes. Can you imagine if the Weaver's Guild was like right next to the main Aetherite? I'd cry. I just kind of assumed it wasn't. All right. Yellow Moon. Wearing yellow. Crazy. Oh. Get it, girl. My beloved pure heart was unlike any wand you've ever seen. Elegant, refined, the perfect accessory for any... Oh, I understand why we're looking this way now. Sorry, I was too busy reading, and I was confused why, if we're talking to her, she's over here, you know, instead of like in the middle of this screen. I just saw him, okay. Anyway, it was the perfect accessory for any cultured woman. You will bring it back to me, won't you? Yeah. A priceless possession, callously ripped from the hands of its owner. The lady weeps, and the wind bears her sorrow to his ears. What gentleman could hear this clarion call and not beg the honor of championing her cause? What in the world? I swear to you, here and now, I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall scour all creation, from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for your pure heart. What he said. And you, my fellow servant of justice, I see your instincts are not to be underestimated, having guided you to this fair maiden's side. Now then, Miss Moon, what can you tell us of the theft? Thefts, sir, to be precise. My pure heart was only the most recent item to be taken from me. I'm certain I had it when I left home the other day. After I browsed the latest fashions at Sunsilk and took in a match at the Colosseum, I realized it was gone. So the time and location of the theft are unknown, essential details without which we cannot solve the case. There was but one logical course of action, Miss Moon. To coax the hidden clues from your memories, we must reenact that fateful day's excursion. 2 Sunsilk tapestries. Alright, I'll see you later. Where is that? That didn't really help me. Oh, all the way back at the beginning? Well. Hold on. Give me a second. This is gonna be like all night. I'm just gonna be following this guy around. Hi, welcome everybody. Right on top of like 6 people. Oh, the gang's all here. Miss Moo, would you be so kind as to describe your visit in detail on the day in question? Nothing unusual happened, but if you insist. I was pondering whether or not to purchase a new dress when a man approached me and confessed his undying love. What sort of man says that to a complete stranger, I ask you? Hey, listen, I did the, Moogle quest recently, where you're a courier, and I had to deal with this guy who was trying to proposition Momodi, so... I can understand it. Naturally, I was taken aback. I dropped my purse, in shock, not intentionally, on his foot, and he cried out in pain and fled. If I may be so bold, Miss Moon, that strikes me as a most unusual happening. In any case, it appears to be completely unrelated to the theft. Let us next proceed to the Colosseum and see what you remember. Okay. Where is that? Oh, not that far from here. Wrong way. I put my head down a little bit to look at my keyboard and my entire head just like flops. It's weird. Oh, my hair flopped with that and now it's in my face. Am I going to fix it right now? No, I have more important things to do. Help. Conspicuous crates. Okay. Okay. Once again, Miss Moon, if you would be so kind as to tell us what you remember. Well, like before, nothing unusual happened. I felt like gambling that day and was debating which match to observe, when a gladiator approached me from behind and confessed his undying love. Naturally, I was taken aback. I whirled about and struck the man in the face with my purse, in shock, not intentionally. Unfortunately, since I was carrying a tremendous sum of money, my purse weighed about 60 pounces, and the blow was enough to render him unconscious. 120 pounces? Miss Moon, you are a remarkably strong woman. Which is precisely why you were targeted. It's so obvious in hindsight. The thief bore you a grudge, it's no more than that. He hated you with a passion. There sure are a lot of giant crates in Ulda. At the Weaver's Guild, at Sunsilk Tapestries, and here, too. Anyway, yeah, it's definitely because he hated you. What are you thinking about? These crates are everywhere, kid. I wonder what's inside, but I don't see how we can open. Ah, of course, I still have plenty of explosives. Here, why don't you try? It'll be fun. Yeah, totally. You know, I clicked on it just because it was shining and I wanted to know, why are the crates talking to me? Oh, I thought you were gonna make me, like, use it like target. Anyway. A perspiring man and 2 others who don't have names. Anyway. At the heart of every crime rests a single, unassailable truth, reached only by navigating a web of falsehoods and contradictions. Hearken to me now, for as a shepherd leads his flock, I shall guide you to my irrefutable conclusion. A gladiator professes his feelings only to be rejected and physically assaulted in response, wounding his pride as a warrior and man. Resenting her prowess while recognizing his weakness, he carries out a more feasible vengeance. He robs Yellow Moon of her weapon, the pure heart. Inspector, we found the pure heart. These strange men sneaking around town in wooden crates had it. It's not what you think. Ooh, we're not thieves, we're devotees. Okay. The yellow moon is our sun and stars. We only wish to keep her safe from harm. And should she misplace an item from time to time, we'd collect it. For safekeeping, nothing untoward. You deviants were behind all the thefts. All this time you've been stalking me. What nerve? Ah, such unbridled fury, such righteous indignation. We should be glad to accept the goddess's punishment. Goddess? Devotees? Ah, but of course, that I had you inspect those crates was a stroke of genius indeed. I was elucidating, but a moment ago, as I was elucidating, but a moment ago. Got it. I missed the first word and I got so confused. Those fiends are obviously the ones responsible for the recent rash of weapon thefts, as those thefts were carried out by a single individual, you imbecile. Lest you've forgotten, the culprit is a duelist. He only claims his victims' weapons after defeating them in single combats. If your powers of observation are as great as you claim, you would have deducted that those buffoons in boxes were incapable of such. I should know. I'm a reporter for the Mithril Eye. My name is Ellie, and I've been investigating these incidents for weeks. Inspector Hildebrand, gentleman investigator and agent of inquiry, I presume. You're looking well for a dead man. Would you like to meet one of the duelist victims? I'll introduce you with pleasure. You would be willing to share such precious information with me? Your generosity is commendable, Miss Ellie. May this mark the beginning of a long and beautiful friendship. Yes, very good. The name of this man is... Where in the bloody hells do you think you're going? I haven't told you anything yet. You can tell me. I'll figure it out. Just kidding. There you are. I was like, just kidding. I guess you won't. Yeah, totally. Filtered water. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at these people, these NPCs in the background. I suppose since you're the imbecile's friend, strong word, you intend to help him. I will, though. The man you want to find is an adventurer named Humphrey. At present, he can be found at the Golden Bazaar. With luck, the good inspector may find his way there by the time you arrive. If not, then so be it. I wonder what will happen when he discovers that the victim is a perpetrator as well. Hi, I'm Humphrey, and you are? I guess I'll never introduce myself, okay. At last, I've caught up with you. You there, young sir. I am told you are a victim of the marauding duelist. I hope my panting comes through the microphone. It doesn't always. Otherwise, it'll probably sound really weird. Okay. Me, a victim? How amusing. You amuse me. True, I was challenged by the duelist not long ago, but where he thought to find a whelp. He found a warrior of light instead. I defended my honor and my blade. See for yourself. You mean you won? That's amazing. Well, it was nothing compared to what I faced at Cartano. Magitech to the right of us, Magitech to the left of us. Stuck in the middle was Master Lu. With Master Lu we were. Core, he was a dab hand with the old magic he was. I tried to save him, of course, but there's a limit to how many giant beasties a man can... That man is no warrior of light. Tell him, Eleazar. Tell them how he lost and surrendered a sword that was not his own. Damn. Liar. Scoundrel. I trusted that bastard with me father's blade, bid him take it to a smithy for restoration, even gave him gil to pay for it. Then he comes crawling back, sniveling and begging forgiveness for losing it in a duel, as if that's enough to set things right. Look at me, you bleeding horse, son. Look at me. Me flowing golden locks are no more. I've gone bald from the stress and heartbreak. You look old enough that you went bald like a long time ago. Not just from this, but I swear to everything holy that you'll face a reckoning if you don't bring her back to me. All right. He bit he bit the shite out of me. Tasty. And took the old man's sword. I used the gil to pay the chirurgeon. I have no idea where he or the sword is. What am I supposed to do, huh? I can't give him what I don't have, unless you help me find the sword. That's what you do, right? Help people? Have you no shame? First you claim a legacy not your own, then you beg others to help you with problems of your own making? You will refuse this man, won't you, Inspector? No. And what of Eleazar's flowing golden locks? How will forsaking young Humphrey help the man he has wronged? We shall begin our search for the sword by questioning the people of the Golden Bazaar. Okay. Where? Up here. Okay. Babe? Antique swords. Oh, I haven't the foggiest about that. That traveling merchant, John Pug, is the one you ought to speak with, assuming he hasn't left. Well, I can't talk to him right now, so I will assume that he's gone. That boy should be ashamed of himself, robbing poor Eleazar of a priceless family heirloom. Just goes to show you should never trust an adventurer who claims to be a warrior of light. Yeah, you're right, that's why I'm not a warrior of light. I'm just kidding. I've even said it in the main story. I don't know what you're talking about. Thieves and tricksters, the lot of them. It may not be the most honorable solution, but mayhap you should consider giving Eleazar a counterfeit blade. If the deception brings him peace in his final days, would it be so wrong? Okay, damn. You don't believe I can find it? Eleazar's sword wasn't much to look at, but at least it was authentic. More than a few collectors have been tricked into purchasing counterfeit relics. Counterfeit. Where am I going? It's not to Hildebrand. Where am I going? Oh, here it is. I thought it was like up there or something. Hi, John Pop. Do you happen to have sword? Where's my thingamabob? I'm afraid I have no knowledge of an ancient sword. At least not one. I burped in the middle of that, I'm sorry. At least not of one I can guarantee to be authentic. You see, any wares I determine to be of dubious origins, I immediately discard and spring east. Okay. You just toss it? You litterer? Though I have no swords for sale at present, I may have disposed of a facsimile similar in design to the one you describe. This presents a quandary. Though I'm loath to deceive an honorable man like Eleazar, a well-intentioned ruse may put his heart at ease, thus spurring the rejuvenation of his flowing golden locks, while we continue to search for the genuine article. Well, if there is a sword in that spring, it won't remain there for long. It's one of the more convenient sources of fresh water for the common folk in Camp Drybone. Even worse, you're littering and where people get fresh water? You bitch. You should endeavor to be more optimistic, Miss Ellie. Like me, I say we search the spring first before declaring all to be lost. I bet you somebody's grabbed it. Since you're telling me to go there first, obviously it's not correct. It occurs to me that I am not yet fully recovered from my accumulated injuries. It would not be prudent to immerse my body in water, okay? Not without first coating it in a liberal application of salamander oil, that is. Indeed, on so many an occasion, my dearest mother tended my childhood scrapes just so. You understand the importance of physical rehabilitation, yes? Then you can assist me by pouring the oil all over my body. Ooh. Target is not in range, sorry. Or I could just go in and look for it. Ah, this comforting scent, as though I am a child in her arms. Quickly now, before it dries, knead the oil into my aching flesh. Ah, the pain multiplies manifold. Gently now, gently. I'm not touching this man at all. Oh gods, oh gods, oh gods, yes, at last. My muscles slacken and soften, the warmth spreads, and the pain becomes pleasure. I don't think I massaged the man in the way that the game is making it sound like I massaged him. Oh good, I get to do it again? He already came. One more time, let's go. Right there, yes. Keep doing that, just like that. Just like, yes. Now once more with feeling. Damn, this one's long. Ah, never before have I received such splendid ministrations. Now then, into the spring. You as well, my good person, you. Ooh, let me look at this muddy pebble. Oh, sorry, I'm about to be caught like a fish. I'm thinking about buying an MMO mouse. I'm really considering it. I saw somebody who was talking recently about how they use an MMO mouse for things other than like just MMOs. And I'm like, it's for real life. Definitely. And not for game. Oh, it's over here. I was like, where's the third one? Oh? It's this little cave. Anyway, I found trash. You've been productive. Excellent. May I see what you found? Yes, here's a worthless bottle, a useless rock, and an irrelevant potsherd. And a bird flying in the background. No sign of the sword Jajonka mentioned, I see. Ah! Now I'm all wet. What was that anyway? Did something cause you to... Ah! A sword! Once again, my instincts have guided us to our quarry. That I had you search that section of the spring was a stroke of achoo. Inspector, it's bad for your health to conduct investigations in those clothes. I'll go to Ulda and fetch you some new ones. How thoughtful of you, Nashu. While you're there, purchase a few bottles of hair tonic for Eleazar as well. The newest, most potent blend we can find. Ouch. Is it not wonderful, my friend? Soon all of Eleazar's woes will be no more. What is this music? Okay, and it's gone. Immediately. In here? Oh, hi. As promised, I returned to you your father's ancient blade. Looks like it. Looks all rusty and gross. Hi, it is her. Every chip and scratch is just as I remember. God's bless ye, sir. I never expected you would go to such lengths for two strangers without thought of a reward. Altruism is a rare trait these days. 'Tis common enough if you know where to look. A gentleman recognizes the good in every soul, and understands that none deserve to be forsaken. Wow. Spoken like a true gentleman, though your garments beg to differ. Oh, speaking of, Inspector, I've brought your change of clothing. I also bought a supply of tonic from this peddler I met in Pearl Lane. That looks like a lot more than just one, but okay. Excellent work, Nashu. If you would bring me that case... She's gonna drop it. No? She's good. Oh. Oh? Ouch. He cares more about his hair. Inspector Hildebrand. There appears to be something lodged in my forehead. Could it be a missive from an adoring admirer? Oh no, I've been impaled. The author neglected to pen her name. Damn, okay. I shall come to claim the collector's blade. Is that supposed to be flattering? Oh, I see. This guy just smacked his head. No, you. It's supposed to be intimidating. The duelist wrote this. He's daring you to stop him. A challenge? For me? Oh, at last, the curtain rises. Very well, if I'm to duel the duelist, I must dress for the occasion. Hold on, let's look at this man and his hair. The sound effects. Bald! Oh my god. Wow. Clap, 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 clap. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, accept your challenge. He's incredible. So bold, so majestic, just like a warrior of light. No, a gentleman of light. He is exceptionally something. Cor, Inspector Hildebrand, you look amazing. Oh shit, he really did get his hair back. It's the most surprising thing about all of this. Meanwhile, in the shadows. Huh? Are you supposed to look like that? Is there something wrong with my game? Why are you... Hildebrand. This is pretty. This is also pretty. This is far from the strongest of swords. Well, you're not gonna get a strong sword from me, I'll tell you that. blue, blue skies and the rolling desert. And the red, red wine. How much longer must I seek the blade of legend? Anyway, I got 2 bottles of water from that. Huh? I can't read. Challenge accepted, my worthy opponent. You shall not, I didn't read the rest. With my, let us call it what it is, genius, I shall bring you to justice. Wait, you wish to duel with weapons, not wits? This bridge hardly seems appropriate for such an epic battle. Wow, okay, like, this was a whole thing, okay. Hey, I know that sphere. It's the one I found buried with the pumpkins. Pumpkins sort of remind me of... No, it's gone. Never mind. What the fuck did that mean? Anyway, Ellie, what's up with you?